Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. Yeah, come on then. Come on then, let's go to the beach. Now, I may be being an old man, but this little front garden set up here with all of their different herbs and stuff, veggies, that's awesome. Where are we going? Where are we going? Go to the beach. Ready, steady. Ready, steady. Little viz check. Let's see. Not too shabby. A little bit choppy this morning. Normally it's calmer in the morning. The waves kind of pick up in the afternoon, but doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Should we go check it out? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. What on earth? Why are there people down there sunbathing in bikinis? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. What? Normally there's nobody here. There's like full-blown people down there sunbathing. Well, good morning guys, welcome to the beach. I expected it to be completely empty, but in fact, there are girls down here in bikinis sunbathing. It is 6:12 in the morning, but anyway, doesn't matter. He can still run around, chase his ball, and I can still sit and talk to you guys. All right, this is it. It's the big moment. You ready? You're a free man. Ready, steady, go get him. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. Is he happy place? Is he happy place? You got the zoomies. Good boy. Good boy. Ready? Come on. He's headbutting my camera. So yeah, this dog loves the beach more than anything else in the world. Coming down here and running around is his favorite. I have his ball in my bag that he can chase around, but I got tea in one hand and camera in the other, so let's get situated and we'll throw the ball for him. What you live for? Ready? So yeah, this is his absolute most favoritist thing to do in all of the world. Good boy. Good boy. Ready, ready, ready. Good boy. I swear to God, I've never seen people down here this early, but like 6 girls in bikinis at 6 in the morning. Like, I genuinely wondered if they'd been here all night and done an all-nighter. Oh God, he's lost his ball. E-ball. Good boy, good boy. Ready? Ready, steady. Ah, what a way to wake up, hey? Welcome to Orange County, welcome to Corona del Mar. That is the beach that we're on right now. And conditions aren't too bad. It is getting sunny over there. When I woke up this morning, it was a little bit overcast, so I wasn't sure how nice it was gonna be. But the reason we're here is because it's been a while since we've done a Q&A. So I asked you on Instagram to drop me some questions and I would answer them in the video. And as promised, here we go. I'm gonna get through some of them while throwing the ball for the dog. I wonder if they came down to like watch the sunrise or something. It makes no sense. I mean, it's not cold, but it's not bikini weather. I mean, not that I'm complaining, of course, but... Huh. Okay, so hopefully audio should be a little bit nicer on this one than the last one. The waves are quite loud, but I have got my lav mic on, so... Has he lost his ball? Where's your ball? It's up there. It's up there. You're literally supposed to be the smartest breed of dog. They use you in the police and the army, and you can't find a neon yellow ball on an empty beach. How come? I can find it. My sense of smell is the worst. I'm a human being. You've got a nose like a dog. Look, how does this work? I can find it and you can't. Honestly, man's best friend. More like man's big pain in the butt. You. All right, ready? Ready? Watch where it goes. Alrighty then. So, hello everybody. I hope you're all having a lovely day, wherever you are in the world. So let's get started with these questions then. So, first question comes from West Coast Living UK, and he says, What English foods or drinks do you miss that you cannot get or they're not as good in the US? Well, whenever I go back to the UK, don't drop your ball. Get your ball, I can see it, go and get it. Oh, he's gonna lose that. Look, it's here. Okay, no, you can wait for a minute. I've got to do these questions. I've got to work. I've got to work to afford to keep you in tennis balls that you keep losing. No, you just go and play, be a dog. Go and do play dog things. Okay, so when I go back to the UK, one of the first meals, if not the first meal I have, is a chippy tea. Now, if you don't know what a chippy tea is, in the UK we call fries chips, and they're not like fries, they're way better. So I have a chippy tea, cheese and onion. Well, actually I don't have a cheese and onion pasta anymore because I'm vegan, but I haven't been back to the UK this year since I turned vegan. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is start making my own, because I make my own cheese and onion pasties here and they're really good. So that's probably what I'll do when I go back. But yeah, chippy tea is the first one. There's just nothing like good chip shop chips. Can I help you? Is there something I can help you with, sir? God. And then the second thing is a curry. I love curries. Like the curries in the UK, especially Birmingham, which is the city near where I'm from. Oh my God, so good. And there is a curry house called the Sunam in Kenilworth, which is a town that I grew up in. And it is so good, so good. So I have the Balti potato. Used to have it with paneer, which is Indian cheese, don't have that anymore, and mushrooms. And I have it I have it with chili, with chopped chilies on the top, super spicy, vindaloo spicy. Oh, it's so good. With some rice and some naan. Oh, yeah. So they're the two things that I miss the most about the UK. And then when I'm in the UK, what I miss is really good Mexican food. That's one thing that we just don't get in the UK, but that's very good at least, is Mexican food. So yeah, they are the two English foods that I miss. Hello. Hello. Oh, lovely, you're nice and wet. All right, Biko Warriors says, hi Adam, loved your input into the shows. Who and how is the music selected? I Shazam loads of it, keep it coming. Very simple, I get all of my music from Epidemic Sound. I'll put a link in the description below that you can click on. You sign up for a membership and then you get free or royalty-free music for that monthly membership. And they've got a really good selection. So yeah, I use that. A lot of YouTubers will use it. So if you've ever listened to like 2 or watched 2 YouTube videos and you've had the same music in 2, then yeah, that's why a lot of us go to Epidemic Sound. I noticed that Brody Moss from Youngbloods, shout out Brody, he used a track in his latest video that I used in mine like 2 or 3 weeks before. So yeah, it's always fun to see who's picking what music from Epidemic. Lauren Fagan Fashion says, hi Adam, I'm a fashion student at OSU. I was wanting to know more about your brand and the steps it took to get started. How did you choose your supplier? How did you decide on your final logo, etc.? Good question. So I basically started the line using a supplier in LA. I wanted to go local. I wanted it to be someone that I could actually deal with and see the product and see how they printed stuff and film at the shop if I wanted to. So that was a big deciding factor in that. Obviously the quality of their work as well. And so yeah, I've been using them now for all of the swords merch and I absolutely love them. They do a great job. As for the logo design, it took me a few goes, but I kind of had an idea that I wanted to do the 2 X's because me and my mum have always done the 2 kisses and stuff. So that 2X thing's always been something special to me, but I didn't want to do it exactly the same as me and my mum write them because that's our thing. And so what I ended up doing was looking at 2 X's in history and like where 2 X's have been shown in like symbolism and all the rest of it. And I realized that there is a Viking rune called Ingas, which is 2 X's stacked on top of each other. And basically what I did is I took that rune, which is kind of the rune for new beginnings, fresh starts, forging your own path, creativity, all these things that I stand for and that the brand stands for. And basically I took that and I took the one that me and my mum do, which is very close to my heart, and I just tweaked it a little bit so it's a combination of both. So that's kind of how I came up with the 2 X's. And then the swords logo, that was just like a Viking looking font, obviously, because it was inspired by a Viking rune. And the S and the Z happened to fit really nicely, drawn like that, so I hand drew it first. And then I had a graphic designer friend of mine switch it up and turn it into a proper logo for me. Pete Brace says, how do you stay grounded moving in and out of the producer Michael world? His success is hard earned and he lives at a different level than 95% of the rest of the population, and it must be interesting to be constantly exposed to this lifestyle versus your own. Absolutely. It has been such an amazing experience to be around the wealth and the opulence and kind of how the other half live. And one of the best reasons for it is because it's made me really understand what I want in life and what I don't. And you know, the life of opulence and excess seems charming, and it seems like something that everybody would want, right? Who wouldn't want more money than they know what to do with? Who wouldn't want the best, most luxurious things in the world? But actually, I just find... What? No, that's not your toy, that's your thrower. Hey, get your ball. Sorry, I think he wants me to throw his ball. Ready? Yep. Did you see that? I nearly hit that seagull then. He's got it, good. Yeah, and so basically for me, it's like, it's clarified sort of, there's dolphins out there. There's dolphins. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. They're right here by this buoy. Just two of them just popped up. I don't think you're gonna be able to see them. That's a shame. But yeah, I promise you there are dolphins just there. I wonder if it's my mates from the jet ski video. That'd be cool. All right. I think that's is that pointed at me? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so basically, you know, I do really enjoy the luxury stuff, and I do really enjoy the nice watches and nice cars, but there's so much more that's important to me in life than material things. And you know, there's some that I would pick and choose. I would love to have a supercar, for example, but I would want a supercar so that I could enjoy it and drive it and, you know, use it for what it's made for. I wouldn't want it just to like prance around and show people, oh, look at me, I've got this expensive car, you know? So, what? Why are you so mad this morning? You're crazy, boy. Ready? Boop. Yeah, so that's kind of how it's nice to dip in and out. Like today, for example, we're gonna go film another house tour. Some $15 million house up in West Hollywood, and it's beautiful, but it's huge. And I'm like, $15 million house, or 3 $5 million houses, or 1 $2 million house, and then $13 million change. You know, like this is the thing, is I don't necessarily see the value in some of this stuff, for me personally. Now, I know everybody's different, of course, but for me, it's definitely been a great way to kind of like get that insight before you get there, because we all seem to be working towards being rich and successful, right? I mean, obviously, again, not everybody, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, it's definitely allowed me to be very clear on what I want and where my kind of focus and efforts are. And it isn't on getting to the point where I can afford a $15 million house and a fleet full of supercars. There's so many more things that I would love to do with my money. Fly G Mickey, I think that's how you pronounce it. What did you work with before the States? I think that means what did I do for work before the States, maybe. So I was I still am a commercial advertising photographer. So I have a whole career in shooting ad campaigns for big companies. That's how I started. And so, yeah, before I moved to the US, I was building up a career in Europe. I traveled all around Europe doing big campaigns, people like Honda Motorcycles, Microsoft, Nokia, Sony, yeah, big companies like that. So that's my background. It's not sitting on the beach making funny YouTube videos. It's actually doing serious commercial ad campaigns. And I know a lot of people don't realize that, and they think that I'm, you know, just a cameraman or whatever, but far from it. No, I've been very fortunate, worked very hard to have a very successful career, and that's what allowed me to move out here, was all of the work that I'd done was enough to satisfy the requirements of the visa that I have, which we'll get to in a minute. So Vivek says, how has life changed after getting diesel? Has it been difficult with the additional responsibility, or has it become part of your life now? I'm asking because I'm also planning on getting a dog. So Vivek, I've grown up with dogs. There's a picture of me at a few weeks old on the front lawn of my house, surrounded by 3 boxer dogs. Like, I've always had a dog. And so for me, it's just an extension of myself. I love the responsibility. I love having someone who is so loyal and caring, and someone that I can care for and come and do this with. And it's amazing to me to see him happy. And of course, like with his start in life, with having been abused and just not given the best chance, it makes me so happy to be able to give him this lifestyle. I mean, like, if you saw him the day that I got him versus now, and it's only been 2 months, like, I can't wait to show you guys how he is in 12 months, you know? So yeah, it's amazing. And of course, there are definitely things that you have to, compromises you have to make. Obviously, I can't just take off for 2 or 3 days now at a time. I have to think about, okay, can I take the dog? Do I have to get the dog looked after? So there are all of these considerations, but that responsibility isn't something that I shy away from. I mean, I'm responsible for myself, I'm responsible for my own career. What's a 75-pound German Shepherd mix going to make a difference in? Nothing. He adds so much value to my life, and next week you'll see one of the compromises that I've had to make in next week's video in having a dog, and actually it's a pretty sweet compromise. We're going to have some fun this week, aren't we? And then show them next week. Yeah? Are we going to... Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Is it in the ocean? And also, a lot of people ask, how much do me and Michael talk outside of videos? It's 6:33 a.m. and he just texts me. All right. Well, hello. Hello, wet dog. You're so wet. You're so wet. Why? 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 You're so wet. Go away. Ow! What are you scratching me for? I just said that I liked having you. Don't make me change my mind. Wobbles19. Hi, Adam. What's your next fun in the sun purchase going to be? Big love from the Isle of Man. Can't tell you just yet. I'll tell you on next Tuesday, in next Tuesday's video. I've already purchased it. What? You're so sandy and wet. I've already got it, so I will let you know next week. That's all I can say. But it's sick, and it's not a jet ski. I still haven't got the jet ski yet. That is another thing. Trying to find a Sea-Doo GTX. In fact, I'll put this out there to you guys. If you can find me a Sea-Doo GTX in maybe not 1,000, in a 500-mile radius of Southern California, like Orange County, then please let me know. I'll take a used one. I don't mind it being like a couple of years old. My only requirement is that it has a link system on the back so that I can put an ice chest or I can put extra fuel. That's it. That's all I need. So yeah, hook me up. But no, it's not a jet ski. Derek Boyer, how do you seem to stay so positive through everything that's going on? Honestly, I'm a very positive person anyway. Very sandy positive person. I've always just tried to look on the bright side of things. Every cloud has a silver lining, I do believe that, and you can always learn lessons from your mistakes and failures. Obviously, with what's going on in the world right now, it's a real shit show, and it's terrible. I'm very, very fortunate that I haven't really been affected by it much in terms of my work. I'm still able to make videos, I'm still able to earn money, and I think if I was still just doing my advertising photography, then I might be finding it a lot more difficult than I am. So I'm definitely fortunate in that respect. But yeah, you just got to be positive, haven't you? Like, if you have a positive outlook on things, the chances of things going right for you are way higher than being a pessimist and having a negative outlook. And the people that you'll surround yourself with, if you're negative, people aren't going to want to hang out with you, they're not going to want to work with you, they're not going to want to be friends with you. And so by being positive, you sort of reap what you sow, like good things come to you because of that. And I know there's always anomalies, and there's always exceptions to that rule, but in general, if you're a good person, good things will happen to you. I firmly believe in that. And yeah, that's it really. What else are you going to do? Like mope? Like why do that? There's always something you can do. There's always something fun or positive or exciting or just good you can do in the world. You can help people. You know what I mean? So those girls are cheering because they can see dolphins. That's what I mean. Little victories, right? Even if you are having the worst day ever, you come down here and you can see a dolphin. Or you can go down the park and see a dog playing around with a ball. Like, just little things. Just seek the enjoyment in the small things, and then the big things will follow. Darren K. Hanage says, "What's the end goal in America? Be nice to see where you like your journey to go. Is it even America? Keep up the good work. Love the videos." Thank you, mate. Appreciate the support. That's a great question. I don't know. Maybe it isn't America. Maybe it doesn't end here. Honestly, my goal, and I've said this before, is eventually I would love to have property on a Caribbean island. I would love to have like a little house with a beach, with a reef, where I can have some rescue dogs, where I can employ local people to like to help out the local economy. And yeah, I don't know what that looks like, whether that would be just for me or whether that would be like me, or whether that would be like a tour thing, or I don't know. I really don't know, but just having some space on in a remote sort, well, not necessarily remote, but you know, on a nice Caribbean island somewhere where I can dive and hike, and that's my goal, I think. Like if I think about when I'm like wrinkly and old and sitting somewhere and reflecting on my life, like that would be nice to be doing it on a porch somewhere like that. As for America right now, like what's my goal? Just to keep on keeping on. Like the YouTube channel's growing, 55,000 subs now, like it's picking up steam. I'm getting loads of cool partnerships, loads of cool offers for shooting videos. I'm absolutely loving it. It's so much fun. So yeah, just more of this, you know, keep growing my channel, keep growing the Producer Michael channel. We're at almost 1 million subscribers, which is wild. So many opportunities coming up from that as well. So yeah, for now, I'm good. I'm in my groove, got my clothing line, doing the podcasts, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's good, it's exciting. There's lots to keep me busy. This thing that I'm gonna show you next week as well is gonna open up other opportunities. Yep. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Kenneth Seller says, how's life in the USA, specifically your neck of the woods, and what do you do for a living exactly? Here's my neck of the woods. It's pretty damn good. What do I do for a living? I make YouTube videos predominantly. I still do photography jobs, but I'm able to be very selective about the ones that I take now, which is very fortunate because it means that I can just do the ones that I'm going to enjoy, that I'm going to get something out of, that's going to be fun. So yeah, that is what I do. YouTube, I would say 95% of my work now is YouTube. So that's this channel and the Producer Michael channel. And then yeah, photography is those 5%, those jobs every now and again. Like for example, I was supposed to be shooting the Quail again this year, Monterey Car Week. I've been the official photographer of the Quail for the last 4 years now, I believe. But unfortunately, I think they cancelled the show, so I'm not going to be able to do that, which is a shame because I really enjoy Monterey. In fact, even if Car Week's cancelled, I still might go up there. Yeah, might go up to Monterey. Want to go to Monterey? All right, one more, and then you're going to have to chill for a bit. So I've got questions. Ready? You got sand all over your face. Oh God, oh God, oh God. All right, he's got it. See Suzanne, any plans to go around the US filming? Stay tuned. Next week, all will be revealed, I promise. What, hairball? 5383 Richard, do you think you could have achieved all of your goals in the UK, or is it easier in the US? That is another great question. I don't believe that I could have done everything that I've done here back in the UK. Part of that is because of the culture. You all right there, buddy? You just eat some seawater? Steady, steady. Hold on. Yeah, part of that is because of the culture. There is a culture here, certainly in LA, where you can be whatever you want to be and people will generally support you, which is really nice. And a lot of people say, oh, don't you hate it when it's fake, when everybody says have a nice day? And I'm like, I would rather someone faked being nice and told me to have a nice day than had a face on them like a slapped ass and, you know, was miserable, right? It's that whole kind of positivity thing. So that is one of the things about LA and Southern California. I don't know if it's true for other parts of the US. Seattle, I spent some time there. That's a very positive, uplifting, community-focused place as well. East Coast, I'm not sure. I don't know if New York City would be the same or if New York is more like London, where everybody's like in it for themselves and doesn't really want to help anyone out. I'm not sure, but that is one reason. The other reason why this is such a great place is what you can see behind me. The nature and the landscape here, and sorry, the dog's losing his ball again. The fact that I can drive in sort of 4 directions either way from here, and I can be in Mexico, I can be in Las Vegas, I can be in the snow, I can be in the forest, I can be in the desert. Like there's so much opportunity around here that I just wouldn't have in the UK. That being said, I know there's a lot of beautiful nature in the UK, and when I can finally get back there, I definitely want to explore it more because that's something that I didn't do when I lived there and I regret. So yes, in a nutshell, your ball's in the water over there. In a nutshell, yes, it's definitely a lot easier to achieve my goals here. There are more opportunities here is what I would say. You still have to be a hard worker. It's not like it comes to you on a plate, right? You still have to work hard at it, but there are the opportunities here that I wouldn't necessarily have got back in England. Where's your ball? It's round here somewhere, I just saw it. Oh, it's over there. Wilson! Wilson! I'm sorry, Wilson. I'm sorry. Ready, steady, oosh. Boink. You are gonna get hosed off when we get home, my friend. You are a salty, sandy puppy. Are you a sea dog now? You're a sea dog? You were a D-dog, weren't you? You were a desert dog. And now you're an ocean dog. What are your plans for your next tattoo? I'm actually getting this sleeve finished finally. Obviously with all the COVID stuff, they had to stop doing tattoos. Now they're open again, obviously with all of the screens and masks and everything, so it's all safe. And I've just got to finish up the inside of my bicep. 2 roses on the inside of my bicep. I've already got the 3rd one on the front, but I just need to get the 2 others finished. And then we'll go back through the whole thing and darken up some areas that have lightened up over time. And yeah, just kind of put in the finishing touches. So probably 2 more sessions and I should be done. What time do you usually wake up and go to bed? That's a good question too. I've been trying to do the 5:30 a.m. thing. This morning was 5:30 a.m. Last night I didn't go to bed till late because I was working on something that I can't talk to you about yet. So I didn't go to bed until about 11:30. So I didn't get that much sleep last night. I try 7 to 8 hours is prime for me. I've got this little Garmin thing that tracks my sleep. And it seems like on average I get like 7.5 hours sleep and I feel good. So yeah, I try to get up at 5:30 every morning. I just like to get my day started early, have a cup of tea, come down the beach with the dog, just get my thoughts in order, and then that way by the time people are rolling into work at 9 o'clock in the morning, you've pretty much done a half day of work and you've got that psychological advantage that you're ahead in your day. So I love early mornings. It's just beautiful, it's quiet. You know, there's not many people around apart from apparently girls sunbathing at 6 a.m. But hey, maybe that's another reason to get up early. Brennan Wooden, what inspired you initially to get into YouTube and film, or film and YouTube? And do you have any advice on where to start? Yeah, the YouTube thing's interesting because it seems like such an easy thing to do, right? You just bring a camera down the beach and your dog and a cup of tea and you make videos. And in essence, that is what it is. It is very easy to do it. If you've got a camera, you've got a bit of a personality and you've got an interesting story to tell, then you can do it. Like, absolutely you can. The problem is that finding your audience and building that audience, that's the difficult thing. And the only way to do it, the only way to be successful is just to be consistent. Really? It's in the water because you didn't pick it up. I can see it. It's back where it was before. Go and get your ball. Yeah, so consistency is key. You've just got to keep building that audience. You've got to keep putting out good quality content and just essentially crafting what you, or start in the beginning as you want your videos to be when you're at 1 million subscribers, right? So don't think about it in the beginning as, oh, it's just small, so I can just start easy, or I don't have to be as high production or whatever. It's like, no, set out as you mean to go on, because the only way you'll get to 1 million is if your content is good enough to get to 1 million. I know that sounds like a, whatever the word is for that, but you get what I'm saying? Like, start big, start strong, start with your best content, and the audience will come. You've just got to be patient, and that's it really. Patience is key. I mean, I've been doing this channel now for 9 months now, 9 or 10 months maybe, once a week, and we're at 55,000 subscribers. So it's growing nicely. You know, hopefully we can be at 100,000 subs by probably in the next 12 months, I would say. I would like to be at 100,000. And what you tend to find is the subscribers start to grow exponentially. So when you get 100,000, to get to 200,000 happens quicker than the first 100. And then from 200 to 400 happens, and so on and so forth. And it's just a quicker build once you start to gain momentum. But it's turning 0 to 1 that's the hardest thing, but you just got to stick with it. All right, guys, well, that's it. That concludes. Stand by. Where is he? Where's Wilson? Ow, ow, ow. Here he is. Look, come on. Big one. Oh God, in the ocean. That's gone in the ocean. All right, that was my bad. My fault. It's there though. If you're a good, smart dog, you know how to find it. Look, it's here. There it is. Woody, steady. All All right then guys, well, I guess that is gonna wrap up this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think Diesel has enjoyed it. And yeah, stay tuned next week. Announcement, new thing. 2 new things actually next week, 2 new things. 1, a thing that I can't talk to you about. 2, another thing that I can't talk to you about. So stay tuned. One of them is for me, one of them is for you. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. So I guess guys, until next time, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I just put sand all in my tea. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up because that really helps with the old YouTube algorithm thing. So hit that thumbs up button. Turn on the post notifications as well. So when you hit the subscribe button, there's a bell, click that, because that way, when I post a video, you'll get a little notification that says, hey, guess what? Adam's posted a video, you should probably go watch it. And that also helps. Yeah, share this with your friends, the channel, not necessarily this video, they might not be interested. But yeah, help me grow this thing. I'm having a great time. I love that you guys are supporting me through all of this. Super appreciative, thank you, thank you, thank you. Diesel says thanks because you guys are allowing him to live his best life, because it forces me to go out and do things with my doggo. Yeah, so that's it guys. Please remember, be good people, help others out, do good things, and yeah, until next time, don't do anything I want to do. See ya. Are you a good boy? Are we at the beach? Are we at the beach? Do you want this ball? Ready. Steady. Ready. Steady. Shum.